Bandidos, what up? Today we're diving into some intriguing leaked intel about the Division 2 that's hopefully going to answer some questions for us. But before we go any further, let me stress something important. This information is leaked, meaning it's not officially confirmed by Ubisoft yet. Leaks can be exciting, but they come with a warning. Details might not be 100% accurate or could change entirely. Our source, though, is Tom Henderson, a well-regarded insider. But even the best leaks should be approached with a grain of salt. So let's dive in with cautious excitement and see what this is all about. Let's do this.
Wait, did we just become best friends? So nice to meet you. I think you're cool.
Piece of shit wristwatch.
If you're not familiar with Tom Henderson, he's an investigative journalist and gaming insider known for his deep connections, especially with Ubisoft. He's broken big stories before, even recently, like exposing the collapse of X-Defiant and Ubisoft's financial struggles, so his track record, it's solid. Tom Henderson has a knack for getting the inside scoop, especially when it comes to Ubisoft. His leaks have been spot on in the past, like when he revealed the abandonment of the Division Heartland before it was officially confirmed. That said, no insider is infallible. Even with his history of accurate Ubisoft leaks, there's always a chance that some detail might shift or turn out differently. This context matters because it helps us weigh how much stock to put into this leak while keeping our expectations in check. All right, here's the juicy stuff from Insider Gaming article. The Division 2 DLC is going to be called Battle for Brooklyn and is slated for late May release. It's priced at $15, which sounds fair, he adds, until you hear it might be the smallest DLC the franchise has ever seen. That's right, this isn't the massive expansion like Warlords of New York, and many of us already knew that, so this doesn't really come as a big surprise. Ubisoft's got an official announcement coming on April 23rd, literally days away, so we'll get the real scoop hopefully soon. For now, the leak suggests a smaller, possibly more focused addition to the game, but it possibly answers one of the biggest questions we've had for some time now: the price. I was speculating that this was going to be a similar price tag to Warlords of New York, around $29, although smaller because of things like inflation. I figured it was going to hit around that dollar point. If they do price it at $15, that means they are taking into consideration the size of the DLC. And I think that's good news. To give you some context, the Division 2 launched in 2019 and has kept players hooked with updates and expansions. Sort of. Warlords of New York in 2020 was a standout, bringing us back to New York City with a hefty dose of content. Now, Battle for Brooklyn seems to continue that New York vibe, shifting to Brooklyn. Development hasn't been smooth, though. Originally planned for 2024, it got pushed to 2025, then delayed again. This late May timeline fits Year 7's launch date, but its smaller size might reflect Ubisoft's current challenges like financial pressures and shifting priorities. But the game hasn't received any new content since the Incursion Paradise Lost, which was over a year ago. Needless to say, whatever the size, Battle for Brooklyn is highly anticipated and welcomed. The devs have given us hints in the past, specifically from Yannick's mouth, that the new DLC isn't an expansion like Warlords of New York. It's a story DLC. And although Tom says it's the smallest DLC the franchise has ever seen, we have to say, well, the franchise between the Division 1 and the Division 2 haven't exactly received a ton of DLCs, so there's not a lot to compare it to, really. Since the DLC might be smaller, let's speculate on what that means. A $50 price tag suggests Ubisoft knows it's not a sprawling expansion, which could be smart. Focused content can still be great without overloading us. With a title like Battle for Brooklyn, I'm picturing urban combat in a gritty, post-apocalyptic Brooklyn. We've seen a trailer that gives us some revelations on what to expect, like the return of the cleaner faction. Maybe new missions or gear tied to the borough's vibe? We'll see. But compared to Warlords, it's likely less ambitious, but it could still refresh the game. Looking at the Division 2's life cycle going into Year 7 strong, this might be Ubisoft testing the waters. If it lands well, we could see more content or hints at the franchise's future. Division 3 was announced. We have no idea where it is in its process, but Tom Henderson in the past has said that we probably won't see the game until 2028, 2029. With that being the case, and all the changes happening with Ubisoft up in HQ, we could be seeing more consistent updates and attention to the Division 2. So, Battle for Brooklyn, late May, $15, smaller scale, but remember, This is leaked intel, not fact. With Ubisoft's April 23rd announcement around the corner, we don't have to wait long for the truth. Leaks are fun to dissect, but they're not guaranteed. So keep that skepticism handy. Also, don't forget to mark your calendars for April 23rd. I'll be hosting a dev live stream reveal live on YouTube and Twitch, and there will be Twitch drops for those who tune in. This will be the perfect chance to get the official details straight from the source. So what do you think? Are you cool with that $50 price tag for a smaller DLC? Drop your thoughts below and let's hash it out. If you feel like hitting that like and subscribe, I'd be cool with that. Catch you on the next one.
Thank you for hanging out with me. I'm Tuxedo Bandido, and if you found this video helpful, be sure to hit the like, subscribe, and turn on your notifications so you don't miss out on the good stuff I have coming for you. And if you like content like this, be sure to check out the video I have recommended for you right here. If you have anything you would like me to cover, be sure to let me know in the comments below. And thank you to all the channel members and donors who make things possible. Tux Nation wouldn't be the same without you.
When you buy a game from Ubisoft, enter the creator code Tuxedo Bandido to support the channel. Easy peasy.
Wait, did we just become best friends?